everybody. Welcome back, or welcome to our first ever podcast here for with Bourbon with Bros. We're gonna start tonight by kind of introducing everybody, and so you can get a little bit of information about everybody here, and we'll go ahead and we'll start over here with Chris.
Great.
That's what you get for being on the end.
Yeah. So, Chris, my profession, my care is I'm a traveling logistics manager, so I go out on wind turbine sites. First got into bourbon when I was young, but it was just Jack Daniels. I bought my brother, who's on the end over there, a bottle of Basil Hayden for his wedding. And that's when I really started kind of liking bourbon a little bit more, and then started collecting. I'm probably about 200 different bottles of bourbon in my collection right now, and probably about 400 total sitting on my shelves with the extras. Favorite bourbon, every day, Eagle Rare. Higher end, I got a great bottle of Sinatra that most people get their Sinatra. It tastes more like Jack Daniels, but mine is really caramel tasting. So that's about it. Any questions?
No. We already know you.
Anything you want, Nation?
Well, nothing that we can say that wouldn't get our video taken down. I'm Jason. Been drinking bourbon for probably the last, I'd say, 15 to 20 years. Really started drinking bourbon actually when I moved to Bardstown, Kentucky for work. So, I mean, I'm surrounded by it. I would wake up in the morning and walk out the door, and all you smelled was the barrels. So I was like, well, hell, if I'm going to be here, I should probably try and see what makes this stuff so great. And the first bourbon I had, I remember, was Old Granddad. Yeah. And I took that first sip and was like, oh, now I can see. So it was good. It was definitely good. Really been enjoying bourbon since then. If you ask me for my favorite, every day, I'm in the same boat as Chris. Eagle Rare is my go-to sipper. But if I can find an Evan Williams single barrel, that's my go-to every time I get my hands on it. My unicorn, the one that I haven't got my hands on yet, that I really want to, King of Kentucky. If I can get a King of Kentucky, I would be a happy boy.
Old Granddad was the first one that I drank when I was like 15, and I still can't drink it to this day because of it.
Well, see, the funny part was, so I grew up not drinking at all. I was a designated driver at my own 21st birthday party. So, growing up in Detroit, from the day we turned 19, we always went across the river to Windsor, because you could drink in Canada at 19. Except I was always the driver, because my dad just terrified me. Like, if you come home and you have alcohol in your breath, I'm going to murder you. And I believed him. So it just, hadn't drank. So that first, you went from not drinking to drinking bourbon. So I guess I drank at a 5th grade level. So
5th grade level, good. My name's Toby. I don't know. I do a lot of stuff. I don't really want to talk about where I work, but we. If you know me, you know. If you don't, you don't need to know. But I'm involved in a lot of things. Have been trying to get out of a lot of it to do a little more drinking of bourbon. So I have a lot of fun. We go. I have season tickets to the Browns, and we tailgate and go to all the home games. Try to make it to one road game every year. One of my favorite passions is getting out on the golf course. These guys love to get out there and play.
I remember a few of those tailgates. I don't remember the game afterwards, but I remember the tailgates.
That's the same here. There's a lot I don't want to remember about some of those games too. So.
Yeah, that's being a Browns fan.
Yep. My favorite bourbon, and kind of the one that got me really into drinking bourbon, is Buffalo Trace. Just happened to be on a flight, and that's what they had, and I had a bottle of it. I'm like, whoa, this is all right. It's not what I thought it was going to be. Growing up and just drinking whiskey or whatever it might be, I drank Old Granddad and Jim Beam and all those other, your traditional bourbons, that were just, you sit down and you sit down and you just do shots, do it as quick as you can because you want to get drunk. But Yeah, no, but the first time I really appreciated bourbon, it was with Buffalo Trace, and that's kind of, I stick with it. You know, everything I try, it's kind of in comparison to, you know, just like when you have a good donut or something, and you want to you want to go find that same kind of donut at another place, but you never find it ever again. But
this is the right group of guys to talk about donuts with. I remember the first time I met you. We were actually met you at the Eagles Club in Amherst, and I'm standing up there with you at the bar, and you ordered a buffalo and ginger.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna like this guy.
Yep, and that's what I would drink every day if I had the opportunity. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy all bourbon, but that's my go-to. So.
I'm Jim, Chris's biological brother. I'm an outdoorsman, love hunting, fishing, boating, golfing, just rather be outside. Like everybody else, first experiences with bourbon were Jack and Jim until probably about 15 years ago I started seeing other bourbons. Probably Woodford is the most neglected bottle in my bar, but is still a go-to. Every now and then I'm like, why don't I drink Woodford anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Pull it out, and it is a classic, well-rounded bourbon. I think actually when you really started drinking bourbon, I bought you a bottle of Jefferson's Reserve for your birthday or Christmas several years ago, and you said, wow, this tastes way different than Jack Daniels. I think I can drink this.
Here's the understatement of the decade.
So that's how this group kind of got started. Is obviously we said Jim's my brother. Toby and our boys went to school together, and we coached football and did things together growing up with our boys. And then Jason kind of came into the group a couple of years back now. We met him through another mutual friend and kicked it off because we all like the bourbon. And we just kind of built a good friendship, but we hang out quite a bit. We do golfing.
Honestly, we're not just drinking 24/7.
No.
We
but
wish.
But when we do, we have some pretty good drinking nights, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Our first real kind of bourbon night was about 2 years ago. We invited 10 guys over and had 17 different tastings that night with some guys who didn't drink very well. So
Yes.
that was a pretty long night, but
Yeah.
Teaching adults not to drink real bourbon like old Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Try to get it down as quick as you can.
don't mix it with cherry Coke. Or,
Who was the guy that you worked with that was like tried to do the shot of the barrel proof bourbon? We're like, stop,
No,
you'll die.
that's not how that works, guys. Take it easy.
So my daughter was there that night when we were having everybody over, and she was the one. Just so you know, she wanted credit for this. She was the one who said you guys should just record yourselves doing this because you guys can be hilarious. So my wife doesn't agree though.
No.
The wives usually think
No.
we're dumb, but
No, but
we have a good time doing it, and that's why
Yes.
we're doing this, because
That's right.
we enjoy having fun and getting together and doing this, so we might as well put it on
Mhm.
film and embarrass ourselves to other people and
That's it.
give our friends more ammunition to make fun of us and poke jabs and all that good
well,
stuff.
just memorialize the stupidity
Yeah.
forever. So.
And a good reason to drink bourbon.
Yeah,
Tell our
exactly.
wives we're working.
Yeah.
Exactly. Speaking of,
Yeah.
let's drink some bourbon.
All right.
So, what you
Well,
got?
let's see. I decided tonight to do a Castle and Key weeded, and the reason I chose the Castle and Key was because a couple years ago, hit my 50th birthday, and we decided to go down to the Bourbon Trail down in Kentucky, and Castle and Key was the first distillery that I took a tour at, and that's kind of why I chose this bourbon. Castle and Key, I got a couple notes here. It's a restored, historic Kentucky distillery on the site of the old Taylor distillery. It had fallen into disrepair. They revived it in 2014, and what they wanted to do was honor Kentucky's bourbon tradition while building high quality spirits. The visitor experience there, the Castle and Key, they offer tours, tastings, and a scenic property. that reflects architecture and the spirit of Kentucky bourbon, making it a notable destination for bourbon lovers. When we took our tour there, it was interesting. Our tour guide,
Oh God.
he was very enthusiastic and very animated in his expressions, and he made it very memorable. And if we go back and tour Castle and Key another time, I hope we get the same fella.
He had the most interesting vocal inflections I think I've ever heard in a tour guide. Everything was, and now we will go into the mash room. It's like, Jesus.
So the bottle I have here tonight, I purchased there during that tour. It's a 2023 wheated bourbon. It's 102 proof. It's not a stated mash bill, but it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 73% corn, 10% wheat, and 17% malted barley. The proof is 102. Be strong enough that you can taste it, but still easy to drink.
Pour me.
All right,
Let's go ahead and get started here.
Less talking, more drinking.
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
You can keep talking all you want about that stuff. I don't start drinking.
Yeah.
It's bourbon with bros, not bourbon with words.
I have a little sinus infection here. I'm hoping I can get a good nose. And
All right.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome. All right, let's give her a nose. Ooh.
A little ethanol and some spices on the nose.
Yeah, definitely get some vanilla.
I get some sweet smells there.
A little bit of a fruit. Not like that dark red fruit, but more like a lighter
a little
fruit.
orange.
So what do they mean by when they say baking spices?
That's like your cinnamon, your nutmeg, your
Like the pumpkin spices.
See, I don't.
yeah. You
These
don't,
guys all can.
you don't
knows more than I.
you don't want to
can,
get
for sure.
garlic and paprika. If you've done that, you've done something horribly wrong.
Some chili powder in
Yeah.
cayenne.
I think Chris
Why
and
am I
I,
getting garam masala?
Chris and I are more the ones that we know if it tastes good and we know if it smells good,
Mhm.
but we don't know what those smells are. We just kind of generalize them. I know neither one of us are really.
Well, I mean, nosing bourbon is always interesting, especially when you're nosing a bottle that you just popped.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, before we
Yeah, I
started
agree, yeah.
before we started filming, we popped that bottle of Penelope Rio,
Mhm.
and we're all commenting how we couldn't get anything on the nose. Well, Jim runs and grabs a bottle of water, throws a drop in there, and boom! It was like unlocking the door. So, yeah, it's the one thing you always got to remember. If you crack a bottle for the first time, you're not a fan. Let it sit for a couple days and come back to it, because as that bourbon opens up, all new flavors and all new smells come out of it. Now I'm behind because you guys already tasted it.
You were talking, I was drinking.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
That's definitely a weeder.
Yeah.
A little peppery on the tongue to start.
Mhm.
Nice finish. A little caramel and vanilla on the end.
Definitely picking up some butterscotch too.
It is
I
more
can
spicy
smell the
than I would-
butterscotch now that I've
more
drank.
peppery than I would think.
Yeah.
for
Drink it. And once you said it, it's like, okay, yeah, I do smell that. But
It's got a nice lingering finish on the tongue too.
Yeah.
It's not a burn. It's more like just a subtle kind of crackle almost.
Just a little bit of pepper, just to wake your tongue up a little bit.
Mhm.
yeah, see, I don't really get any burn or anything either way.
It's a very long finish, which isn't a bad thing in some cases, as long
No,
as it's a pleasant
Right.
taste.
Yeah. A lot of times that's what it is. The longer, the better. I mean, you can.
I like that at 102 proof.
Yeah.
If that was like a 95 or
Yeah.
lower, I don't think it'd hold up as well because it definitely is sweet for a weeder.
Mhm.
It needs that little bit of a pop to it, I think, just to balance it.
What was the age on this one?
Mm.
I think it was 7 years.
I don't know if there was an age statement on the bottle or not. Batch 2, 5.
5 years.
5 years.
It's pretty good for a 5 year.
So
Color wise, it's good for a 5 year.
scroll up just a little bit, Toby, because I like to talk about what they say it's supposed to talk. Oh, too
Oh,
far.
there we go.
So taste is supposed to be butterscotch, chocolate, cranberry, craisin, cinnamon spice,
The hell's a craisin?
cranberry raisin. It's
Oh,
like they
Jesus.
screwed each other. Then it says just up a little bit, brown sugar for the finish, roasted walnut leather, French toast hints. Somebody put some egg and cinnamon in my bourbon.
Okay, 3 out of those 4 I get, but who gets leather on the finish? You have a complicated life, sir.
I mean, it's not dry.
There's a
like
few I can think of that I get a leathery or a tobacco
Yeah.
flavor on the finish.
Yeah. But it's
Hey,
it's drinkable.
this could definitely be damn near a Swiss Army knife. I mean, you could drink this neat. You could drink this in a cocktail. This would be great in the summer over a big cube.
Yep.
But
Jim's trick and put a drop of water in it. See?
there you go. I should have got those little
Drop-
eyedroppers
yeah, I
that
was
you
supposed to
have.
Bring those.
Yep.
Supposed to
Well,
bring
every
lots.
time we do a bourbon night, he's got the mini Glencairns, and we keep telling ourselves we should use the minis to control what we're drinking.
Yeah.
And then we break out the full size ones, and then everything goes hazy.
Yeah.
So, go figure.
Yep.
And so
All right.
We had talked about doing a little education coming up. I actually ordered a nosing kit or an aroma
Oh,
kit.
sweet. Awesome.
It wasn't here in time for this podcast, but I think the one that I ordered has like 54 different aromas in it. So you
Good
can
Lord.
kind of pick out, because just saying I get a leather aroma, you're thinking of like a new car smell or something like that. And these are like more pure aromas that you can start training your nose and you can pick them out.
That's the key. They say you got to train it.
And tell them why you're getting it. Because I'm the one who can't figure out all these smells.
I wasn't going to call anybody out.
I'm
Like
okay
I
with
said,
that.
Like I said, we're
Yeah.
both in the same
Yeah.
boat. Like I could use some training on that as well, just to try and get better at doing
That just
it.
enhance our the whole bourbon part of it, the whole night of it,
All right. Rating time?
Sure.
Well, Jim, you started us off last time. Chris?
Sure.
It's going to be you 2 idiots on the ends. So.
Every time.
Let's start in the middle next time. I mean, it's a smooth drinker, even at the 102 proof. You know, it doesn't. I don't get the burn and stuff. I'm not usually a weeded guy. Don't like a lot of the weeded, like the Weller Special Reserve and things. But I would drink this. I could definitely drink this on occasion. I'm gonna probably go, because we're on a 1 to 4 scale. Because there's 4 bros. I'm gonna probably go like 3.2, 3.3 on this one.
Nice. I'm probably going to take it up a tick higher. I really enjoy this one. I tend to like weeded bourbons. I mean, the Maker's Wood Finishing Series bourbons are some of my favorites. But this has, it's sweet, but it's complex at the same time. I'd give this probably a 3.5, 3.6. I really, really enjoyed this one. Matter of fact, I'll be snagging one of these to put on the shelf.
Yeah.
Damn you.
Yeah. Well,
No space.
what can I say? Yeah.
How many bottles are you up to now?
302 on the shelves, another 70 in backup. So
Way more than me. I'm up there, but I'm not quite that far.
You were kind of the last one to get
Yeah.
into it with
Yeah.
us.
And
you know?
I need to make a little more space. So
you've had a daughter in
there's-
cheerleading for 16 years.
Yeah.
she is all done now until for high school and competitive stuff. She's just waiting to go to college next. That'll be a whole nother fun. But on my rating here, I think I'm gonna go right there with Jason, about a 3.5, 3.6, right in there. It's very flavorful from what I can get with this head cold. But yeah, I like the. It did surprise me that it was as peppery as it was, being a weeded bourbon. Normally, the weededs that I've had before doesn't usually have that peppery taste. But again, it could be just because of the fresh crack. So, but 3.5.
Oh.
Right. Well, I am a big fan of weeded bourbons. This one's very well rounded. It is a lot more complex flavors, and the more it opens up, the sweeter it gets. I'm gonna say this is a solid 3.6,
All right.
All right.
Wonderful.
and I'm gonna save a little bit so we can compare this to the
Oh, well, shit.
the next bottle.
Yeah. So we're gonna do 2 bottles tonight, which
Hand him that Green River so you can. you can start chatting about it.
We're just we're gonna do a kind of comparison because they're weededs. We'll do 2 weededs tonight.
Battle of the Weededs.
Jim kind of talk about that one a little bit.
Yeah, so when Toby said he wanted to do the Castle and Key weeded, I really wanted to try the Green River. I've heard a lot of different people talking about it, and if you're a weeded fan like the Weller Special Reserve, a lot of people have recommended this Green River to me. I don't know a lot about them. I know that they were, I think it was New York Magazine or one of the New York distilleries last year awarded them with the top distillery in the U.S.
Yeah, they got a lot of buzz lately.
Yeah, about two or 3 years ago, they were actually bought out by Bardstown. And it's the 10th oldest Kentucky distillery in the U.S. So they do have some history. So I think we should give it a try and do a little comparison.
Let's crack her.
I don't know a lot about the aging. It is a 90 proof.
Remind me to bring a knife. We'll do this next time.
We're just gonna keep embarrassing ourselves.
We didn't
Part of
learn.
the fun
We didn't
of
learn
it.
from the first Fresh Crack Friday.
Is that where the video edits come in, or what?
Yeah.
You know?
Hey.
We're just gonna roll this whole thing live.
It's
Bunch of amateurs.
what was that Bill O'Reilly thing? Screw it, we're doing it live. All right, you said this was 90 proof.
90, yeah.
Okay.
You have an age on it?
I did not see one on the bottle. Then again, I can't read that small text either.
It's
He just won't.
Comparable a little
He
bit.
just
Same
won't
color.
get his glasses like the rest of us do. When we...
I hate wearing mine, but ooh.
I'm falling behind here trying to read.
I saw your lips moving.
Damn, we're on camera. I had a good time. They probably want to hear it, but it'll be recorded and our wives will hear it.
Use your imagination. That is a candy nose.
It's a very distinct aroma.
It is one of my. This is gonna be so contradictory. It's one of my favorite smells and one of the things I hate the most. Candy corn. I love the smell of candy corn, and every year I'm like, "Ooh, look, candy corn!" I take a bite and go, "Oh yeah, it still tastes like ass."
That is exactly. I couldn't think of which one it was, but that's exactly what it is.
It better not taste like candy corn.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Wow, that's crazy.
Did you have this in the car? Is this nice and cold?
Only on the drive here.
Okay.
It was actually in the back seat of my car, so it was.
You can definitely tell the difference of the 12 points of proof between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying in the flavor or anything, but just in the finish. It's a much more muted, much more abbreviated finish.
It's not
It's
as
got
deep.
really, it's not as complex, not as deep, but it's got a really good flavor to it.
It doesn't hit the front of your tongue as much. That lower proof, you don't get as much of the pepper on the front of the tongue. It's a very buttery finish.
Yes. And it's definitely got more of that kind of traditional weeded sweetness, right? This is a Weller Special Reserve. This is a Maker's Mark.
Yeah.
I'd even say this is real similar to the Penelope weeded.
Yeah. It's a little more viscous than the Castle and Key.
Yeah.
Viscous. That's a hell of a term.
Viscosity.
Hey, at least he didn't say mouthfeel.
Yeah.
You will never hear me say that.
Nice legs.
It's very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It's an easy
Super
sipper.
smooth.
I could make one heck of a Manhattan out of this, I'll tell you that much.
I just came back from Michigan. I met a guy, and just happened to be in the bar, and he said he was a carpenter. But there was a guy who used to walk around with a recipe in his pocket for the perfect Manhattan. That's what he always kept in his pocket. So when he died, his son came and asked the carpenter, the cabinet maker, to make him something to put
Oh, that's
the
cool.
items for that, and then the recipe on the back of it. I'll have to get a link. Maybe we can
That's
post that.
cool.
I don't know if the guy wants me to share the recipe or not, but we're gonna probably post a picture of it up.
We can blur out some of it.
I'm curious.
But that's,
I'm curious.
Pretty,
Yeah.
Alright, so I added a couple drops of water to each of these.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, what a difference once it
Oh,
heats
yeah.
up a little bit.
Alright,
Yeah, let's try.
let's try it out.
That Castle and Key just became like super butterscotch and butter.
Let me see that Castle and Key there. I gotta add a little bit more here, I think.
And it actually dulled the nose on the Green River a little bit.
Oh, it did. It took some of that. I mean, I think what was giving me the candy corn smell was almost like a waxy
Yeah.
hint to it, which is probably I hate candy corn. But yeah, that's now I'm getting more of the sweetness. All right, now I gotta taste both these. Damn it!
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that totally changes the game on the Castle and Key. I mean, I added it as a 3.5, 3.6 before. I'd bump this up to a 3.7 with a drop of water in it.
So I was probably on the Green River at like a 2.8, 2.9 straight, but I'll bump it to a 3 again, just because I don't like the weededs, right? I mean, I don't not like them, but it's just that my flavor profile is much. I'd bump it with the water. I'd bump it up to a 3. It increased the water in the Green River definitely made a difference.
Typically, like when I first started drinking high proof bourbons, I always had to put a little bit of water in it because the burn was too much for me at first. Make fun if you want. But the funny part is with this Green River, like we were talking a couple minutes ago, the finish was really, really muted. This is the opposite.
Yeah.
You add a couple drops of water, I'm getting more of a finish to it.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit more of the heat.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still tell the difference in a 90 proof to 102 proof.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
damn it, I learned something today.
That's why we got those little droppers that we didn't
Mhm.
bring.
Alright, so without water review of the Green River, I'll start and just because we're doing a comparison,
Mhm.
and it's kind of hard sometimes because if you're drinking alone, you're going to have a different feeling about the bourbon itself. Kind of like doing blind tests. One of your favorite bourbons ends up falling in last place every time during a blind test. So I'm gonna put this as like a 3.3.
Okay.
I like it. It was smooth. It wasn't as well rounded as the Castle
Yeah.
and Key. It didn't have all the different flavor profiles. It's still a good, solid, easy drinking bourbon.
What's the price on that compared? Do you remember?
It was around $30.
That's it.
So for a $30 bourbon, that's
And Toby the Castle and Key.
I don't remember that. I could probably look it up on my phone.
I want to
later.
say it was probably in the 50s.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I don't recall. I should.
it's one of the
I
few
should've-
times I'll say that
checked
maybe a
it.
couple extra bucks is well spent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, again, before the water, I felt like it was a little less there than in the flavor profile. Again, just kind of a mellow taste. Wasn't very deep. Didn't have a lot to it. So I feel like it was about a 3.1, 3.2 for me.
yeah, before the water, I was probably down around a 2.7, 2.8. I mean, it was good, but it was missing some body. Add that water to it. This is easily a 3.2, 3.3 for me.
Well, you gave mine.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
I mean, so we're probably all saying the Castle and Key for
Yeah.
a weeded drinker and for a non-weeded drinker.
In direct comparison now,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I just had the Green River without having anything to compare it to, it might have been a little bit higher.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that is the tough part
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
I mean,
By
Drink together
itself,
bourbon
yeah,
at the
by
same
itself,
time.
I'd enjoy the Green River.
Yeah.
like I said,
Yeah.
we could have done, like the Weller Special Reserve against one of these, and it would have changed. That might have been the better one of those two. So
Yeah.
you're right. It absolutely
Now
changes
maybe
every time.
the
you
future
have-
one we do like a 3-weeder blind.
Yeah.
We all rank them.
We can do that. Figure that out.
That's the whole thing with all of it. You know, I've only come across one bourbon so far that I would pour down the drain.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
you
not-
haven't experimented then.
Well,
Wait, which one was it?
I don't want to give anybody really bad review, but
Oh,
I think-
I'll gladly share my drain pour.
it's all right. It's the pot still.
The pot swill.
The pot still. That's the one that I just can't drink.
I don't like it, but I can swallow it. For me, still Austin.
Yeah.
Now the Still Austin cast strength, the Still Austin blue corn, I love, but just the plain old vanilla Still Austin small batch. I mean, it was paint thinner. It was atrocious.
Redneck Riviera.
Ooh, what did that taste like? The runoff off of a Taco Bell dumpster?
So, a couple years ago at our marina, we went through the liquor store and we did I think a month of $20 bourbons, then $30 bourbons, $40 bourbons.
Oh, I like that.
And I think at the time it was like maybe $24. And it was the worst thing by far that we bought. And it was funny because the following week there's a bunch of bars along the river that we'd go to. And 3 of the bars were highlighting all their mixers that they did with Redneck Riviera.
Mixers because they couldn't just let it straight.
What were they mixing it with? Four Loko?
Yeah, put something in here to give it some.
It just was not. I don't know if it's even still around. I haven't seen it or heard of it in a while, but it was not one of my favorites.
It's disappointing. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had. I mean, again, you guys have been drinking bourbon a lot longer than I, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I've ever had that I've said I couldn't drink that anymore.
I think we've all had
I'm
plenty
sure
where
I'll
we
have
said, I'll finish this, but I'm not having another.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's about my worst. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, there was one of those hotel something you bought me.
Hotel Tango.
Hotel
Yeah,
Tango.
Hotel Tango.
I actually like Hotel.
I mean, I'm not
Tango.
saying that's a drain pour, but it was kind of really hard for me to choke that one down.
I got a, in the other room, I got a bottle of the Hotel Tango toasted marshmallow that is a guilty
Ooh.
pleasure.
Oh.
It is a guilty pleasure. There's just
I cannot
something
do
about that one.
marshmallow.
Something about that.
I like the Hotel Tangos.
Have you seen it's called Midnight, the Elvis one, where it's like the peanut butter, banana, and chocolate whiskey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that qualifies as bourbon.
I'm gonna start mixing that stuff. We were at Sam's Club in Indiana one time, Indianapolis, and they had a cherry flavor, and I love cherry everything. But that was another one. I bought that, and it was so overpowering. The only thing I'll do with that is I'll put it in like a marinade or something and burn it down. But
I'm in the same boat. I love cherry, but when I got that cherry rare, remember that?
Oh, yeah,
we
it was-
tried that. So for
That
anybody,
was
for anybody
not-
who's never heard of it, this guy out in Kansas, he takes a barrel, and he fills it full of cheerwine syrup, that Southern cherry soda, lets it sit for 6 weeks, drains it, then fills it with 40 bottles of Eagle Rare, lets it sit for 6 weeks, and rebottles it as cherry rare. It's actually a bottle right up here. So he does a cool job. It's originally the Eagle Rare, and then he makes it the cherry rare, and he does a pretty cool job marketing it. But that's awful. I mean, it's like a cross between Robitussin and
It's a shame.
I've heard of this, so give me
Yeah.
1 second. I'm actually gonna try
Yeah.
it.
Jason gave us some samples up at the club that we belonged to one night, and we were just like all excited to drink it. I poured it as soon as he handed it to me, and then I was like, I'm so
Yeah.
disappointed.
Yeah,
I think you tried selling
here-
me bottles of that at one point.
Oh, it's because he was trying to get us there.
you're gonna laugh when you see the color of this.
Tiny.
Right.
I can see the color in the bottle.
I mean, look at the color of that. That is
Looks
straight. I mean, I
That
think
is
you
syrup.
see that, and the first thing you want to say is, "Oh yeah!" That's freaking
It's like
Kool-Aid.
wine. Yeah, it's like
That is freaking Kool-Aid right there.
Looks like a bottle or a glass of wine.
That's Mad Dog 2020. Say that name with respect.
Actually, the nose isn't bad.
No, the nose is not bad at all. And I like cheerwine. That's the
I don't-
funny part.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was a drain pour, but it was a
Let's
disappointment.
just say it was worth $200 a
Yeah.
bottle.
Just so again, everybody knows that is not an Eagle Rare Buffalo Trace product. That
Yes.
is Sazerac, whatever company.
Yeah.
That is just some guy who took a bottle of Eagle Rare, poured it in a barrel, and threw a bunch of cherry juice in there.
That's not good.
Yep.
And there you have it, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not one of the worst things I've had, but it tastes more like soda than
That was quite the ringing endorsement. That's not good. that's not good.
Honest reviews, folks. Honest
Yep.
reviews. Again, you'll figure out, from us what each of our likes are and stuff, and then maybe you can look at our website that's coming up. Jim's actually creating that for us. It's going to have all the different views or all the different bourbons, and then we'll each make a comment on each of those bourbons of like what our review was, what we like, and you'll just see it on our podcast, right? I mean, on
Yep.
TikToks and different things that we're doing.
Well, the nice thing about the
All right, wait a minute. Like and subscribe, everybody.
Bourbon with Bros LLC on Facebook.
The nice thing about the app is that you can follow different people that have a similar profile
Yep.
as you. So if you see that Jason really liked one of the bourbons that we had here today, and you really liked it, but the rest of us gave it a lower rating, you can follow Jason. And you can see all the rest of the members of our website.
Yeah.
And you can actually set up private tastings. You can set up tasting groups in your area.
Oh, nice.
And invite different members that are in your area to come enjoy a bourbon with you.
Nice.
Bourbon Tinder.
Yeah. Right now,
Oh boy.
right now we've got over 3,700 bourbons listed on there.
I said that. They're gonna take that.
Toby's not
We
going to
do not have a
swipe.
location. There is no locating service on the website. But
Oh my goodness.
if you decide to put your location on there and want to post something for your tasting groups, go to a local bar and
Yeah, I don't want to open it up and see that hot moms near me are drinking bourbon.
I mean, all right, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Cut that out of the video.
I'm sorry, my editing button's broken.
That's funny.
Alrighty. That might be a sign, boys.
Yeah.
Make this one to a close or what?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, guys. Well, we thank you for joining us. We hope you'll continue to follow us. I'm going to say it one more time, but we do have the TikTok. We have a YouTube. I think Toby's got the Instagram up. I'm not sure if
No Instagram yet.
No on that one?
Yeah, we got the YouTube.
Facebook page too.
the website is bourbon-with-bros.com.
Yep. And you'll see the link up in the corner of the video.
Yep, and we have a Facebook group, or our Facebook page, I should say. And you can actually reach us if you need to at bourbonwithbros@gmail.com. So those are all the things. So,
yeah, so if you
once
got an
again,
idea for a bottle we should try, if you got an idea for a video you'd like to see, send it to us via email.
All right, once again, like and subscribe. Make these guys drink again. Have a
Cheers.
great night. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers.